Hi everyone, my name's Amy and I'm here today with my sister Rachel. And we're gonna do a little Bob Ross challenge. So on this side, I have the Bob Ross video all queued up. It's called Portrait of Winter. And on this side, Rachel has all of her painting supplies. So I'm gonna be watching the Bob Ross with headphones so she can't see or hear him. And I'm gonna try to instruct her on how to paint the painting without looking at her painting. So it's gonna be a challenge, but it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
So let's jump in.
Okay.
So he put on the very thin coat of liquid white. Oh, I love Bob so much. Too bad you're not hearing this. Okay, we're moving on whether you're ready or not, because that's just the way it goes when you're painting with Bob. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a nice big brush, and you're gonna dip it in some royal blue. You're gonna only dip the very tip of it, and then you're gonna rub it around on the whatever that thing's called.
Palette?
Yes. You're gonna rub it on a dry spot on the palette to get most of the paint off, so there's just a tiny bit of royal blue.
Just on the tips?
Mm-hmm. He's making little X's with that in the very top of the canvas. Blending it down so it gets lighter as he goes down. Going along the top, and then he's going along the sides to about the halfway point.
Okay.
But he's leaving the middle white.
Oh. I mean, the
Okay,
middle
now
white,
he's going in with Prussian blue, which apparently is darker.
almost black?
Yeah, I guess. It's like a navy. And he's just doing the corners, and he's blending that in with the other blue he used. What? Pop, what are you doing? He started on he did the same thing where he rubs it on the palette so it's almost dry. And then he started on the very right and pushed in towards the middle, and then he did the same thing on the left. Basically from
it's darkest on the sides and
it's white in the middle. But it's very linear looking. He's washing his brush.
Wait, I'm not to that point yet.
I know, but he's doing the thing. Alright, Rachel, we're moving on.
What?
So you're going to take a nice big old brush.
That's all I've been using.
And you're going to tap the corner of it into your white.
Other white brush. I just need to dry it off. We want white? White?
Wow.
Amy.
Yes.
Corner of brush?
Yes. Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tap.
And then tap, tap, tap so it's not too full of paint. Do you know what I mean? Just tapping along the part of the sky where you left light. And he kind of did almost all the way across, not quite. Slightly off to the left, but mainly center.
Mine's slightly off to the right, so.
That's okay. It's your world.
Can I
And then
make another cloud, maybe?
No, not yet. Next, you're going to dip the corner in the littlest bit of crimson, aka red. And on the bottom half of your cloud, you're going to tap a hint of pink.
Oh, is this a sunset?
No, he says some sunshine is dancing through.
Oof, duh.
Oof. What happened?
It's just a bit much.
Okay, now you're taking a dry brush and you're just kind of going around and sweeping up your cloud to make it a bit more wispy. And
sweeping it up towards the top of the painting?
He's doing side to side mainly, and a little bit of tapping at the top to make it look a bit wispy.
Oh.
Oh, he's making a friend for his cloud. Because there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Beat the devil out of it. I saw you in the viewfinder. I feel like you're gonna get paint splatter on the carpet.
Well, I got my dry brush wet.
Oh, so that's your dry. Okay, so now you're gonna mix black, blue, and red, but it's still gonna be mostly, not a lot of red. What you wanna do is you wanna spread out the paint thin on your palette, and then take your knife and just get a little roll of the paint on the edge of the knife.
So kind of scoop up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you decide where your mountain lives, and he put his...
How many peaks does my mountain have?
Many. Bob's doing many.
Is there a main peak?
Yes.
In
So
the center?
No. I'm trying to explain, but
Sorry.
you keep interrupting. So his main peak is about 1/4 of the canvas away from the right side. And then it kind of fades into smaller peaks to the left.
Okay.
And he does that by, he starts at the top and he like drags the knife down into the left. And then he like makes some smaller peaks. And then he added one more peak that's slightly smaller than the main peak to the right of the main peak, and he dragged that all the way to the right side.
Okay.
And then he took his big dry brush and he like started at the top of the peaks and like dragged it down so it kind of starts at the top and like fades to the bottom, if that makes sense. And he kind of started at the peak and would drag to the left and then start at the peak and drag to the right so it like looks like a mountain. How? What's he gonna do? All right.
Wow. This is better than I thought it was turning out, but I also don't think it's how it's supposed to look. I'm gonna need to clean off my knife.
This part is kind of hard to explain without showing you, but
Is it the snow part?
yeah. So you take your knife and
Shoot,
you
I got my
start-
dry brush wet again. Gosh dang it. Oh no, wait, no I didn't. Yes I did.
He starts at the very peak of the mountain and he like drags it down the right side of the mountain. Or he like kind of makes a line down the center.
Oh.
Like the light is only hitting the right side. And he says no pressure to kind of make it wispy.
Oof, I put pressure.
Sorry, I didn't say that soon enough.
Maybe these others.
And then in the smaller mountains, he's doing that, but then he's blending it with his dry brush, so he's not really leaving it wispy. Oh. Bob. You ready?
Almost.
Bob, you madman. I don't know.
Doesn't look very snowy. Oh well, whatever. We'll move on.
Okay, now you're gonna mix a little blue in with your white. And you're gonna do basically the same thing you just did, but on the left side. You're gonna take your dark color of the OG mountain. He's making another mountain that's more in the foreground and that's smaller.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's using his fan brush. You excited?
Okay, I have the fan brush.
Okay, then you're gonna get some navy blue on the tip of your fan brush. And at the base of your foreground mountains, you're gonna tap little vertical lines of varying heights to the pine
Tree
trees in the distance.
Okay.
Take like the bottom 1/4 of your trees and like pull down to make a reflection in the water. And then he's gonna get a little white on his knife and he's gonna kind of rub it back and forth sideways at the base of the trees to make like a little white shoreline.
Okay.
Okay, now he's mixing some blue and black. And he's just loading up his fan brush.
Blue.
On the left side, where the mountain isn't like covering the sky,
Yeah.
he's doing like a hill of pine trees, like the same method of where he's tapping, but they're closer, so they're bigger. So it's like he's making a line, probably like 3 inches tall for each tree. And he's like starting down at the bottom, like right under the left side of the reflections.
Oh, my reflections don't go all the way to the left side.
No, he starts on the left side of the reflection, or like right under
Oh,
the
okay.
left part of the reflection. And then he's like starts there and he works it up like a hill to cover and be like as tall as the background mountains. The part that's under the foreground mountain has a reflection in the water.
Okay.
Okay, now he's making like a
He's using
dark purple, almost black. Yeah, like far right of the canvas. He made a nice tall trunk and then he did his zigzag taps back and forth, starting small at the top and getting bigger at the bottom.
My tree is floating out of the water at the moment.
Yes, I think that's how Bob's is too. But now he added 4 trees on the left side, kind of in front of that hill you made. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make a light lavender, pinkish lavender color. And you're going to use your knife. And you're going to just put in the indication of a trunk. So don't make like a straight line of a trunk on your tree, but just like every few inches add like a little dash. What is it?
This color looks like one of the My Little Ponies or something. I think this video will require a lot of editing.
Yes. Well, that was to be expected. So now on your fan brush, you're going to get some white and blue, like some light blue. He's so fast. It amazes me. Getting that on the edge of his fan brush, and he's tapping it on the tops of the leaves of the big trees he just made. Like on the top half of the boughs. Is that what they're called?
Branches?
On a pine tree, the leaves are called something else.
Needles.
No, there's like okay. On the top half of the needles. So he takes the royal blue, and then at the base of all his trees, he's just tapping, and that's just the background of the bushes.
I'm done.
Okay, then he gets white on the same fluffy kind of brush.
Same brush, or should I wash it off?
Same kind of brush, but I don't think you want a lot of blue on it. The top 3/4 of the bush, he like taps to make it look like there's snow on them. Wow, Bob's painting looks incredible.
So does mine.
I'm sure it does. Alright. So, next what he's doing is he's taking his knife and putting white on it, on the edge.
What do you mean on the edge?
Well, like how you did with the mountains.
On the edge of what, though?
The knife.
Oh, okay, I see.
Starting on the right side at the base of the bushes, and he's like pulling down and to the left to kind of make like a snowy hill. And then after he finished that, he did the same thing on the left. So the left hill is kind of in front of the right hill, and it covers it up a bit.
Should we hold them up for the camera?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
for us?
First for us,
Okay.
because I'm impatient. Oh, very nice. It does look super different. Oh.
I mean,
You did a good job, though.
I have the mountain sort of in the right spot. I struggled with this part, the shadow and such of the mountains.
Yes, that was the part that I said it's hard to explain without showing.
The overall skill of painting would not have been much better if I was watching, but the similarity to Bob's painting would be closer because I'd have things in the right space.
But, like, you're not really painting it to be similar. You're painting it for
It's
quality.
my own happy worlding.
Exactly. So what are you going to do with your painting now?
Give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Here you go.
Thanks. Well, we should do the YouTuber thing.
What's that? We're signing off.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe, like, share.
And don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video.
Yeah, that too.
Wow, Rachel, you're a natural YouTuber, not painter, no offense.